A phrase we're hearing more and more is financial well-being. Essentially, it's about ensuring we feel happy about our financial situation, both now and in the future. It sounds straightforward, but as author and financial well-being advocate Chris Budd explains, it can be a difficult balance to strike.
Money decisions are fearful decisions. The bit that we use of our brain when we think about money is the same bit that lights up when we're afraid. So consequently, we use a kind of fight or flight process when it comes to money. Consequently, we tend to focus on enjoying ourselves now. We don't particularly like putting back our enjoyment for another time. So we tend to spend our money on ourselves now.
So why do so many people find it hard to rein in their expenditure now so they can invest more for their long-term future? Simply put, that's how the human brain is wired.
Neuroscience tells us that when we think of ourselves now, a certain part of our brain lights up. If I then ask you to think of somebody else, a different part of your brain lights up. If I ask you to think of yourself in 10 years' time, the bit of your brain that lights up is the same bit that thinks of somebody else. So when you say to, say, a 30-year-old to put some money into a pension, you're literally saying, open the window and throw your money out, because you're giving money to somebody else that you can't recognize. So part of financial well-being should be helping people to connect better with their future selves and therefore make better financial decisions.
Again, it sounds simple, but too many people struggle to envisage themselves in, say, 20, 30 or 40 years' time. What can you do about it?
There's lots of ways of connecting with your future self. I like the idea of writing a letter to your future self, which is quite fun. Sit down, think about what yourself at retirement might be doing, write a letter, whatever it is you want to say. Leave it a few weeks and then write back from your future self to yourself now. It's about making connections with your future self so it no longer seems such a stranger to you, and that you're therefore more likely to do things now to help your future self.
But remember, it's all about balance. Yes, younger people have to make sacrifices now so that their future selves are provided for. But that certainly doesn't mean cutting back on expenditure across the board.
Plenty of research shows that the most important contributor to well-being is the quality of our social relationships. So if that young person wants to go on a holiday to Ibiza with their friends, great, do it. On the other hand, if you're going to buy something that you don't really need, but you're only doing it because you want some retail therapy, that may be not such a good thing. So it's about understanding where the sources of joy comes from and spending your money on that.
Ultimately, deciding what to spend your money on and how much to invest is very much easier if you have a financial plan. Whatever your age, producing a plan is the logical first step to take if you want financial well-being.